in the Buddhist community in Bangladesh. And now let's talk about the memorial rites in Nepal. This one is shared by our friend Ñāṇasanta from Nepal. So 80% of Nepal, 80% of people in Nepal are Hindu. So they mostly follow the memorial rites according to Hindu religion. So the rituals are very complex, but in my understanding, the most important one is called this one is called Shraddha Kriya. It is a time when they actually prepare food and offer to the needy people, and also they offer it to the Brahmins. Usually they are the Brahmins, and also after the Shraddha Kriya, they also observe annually the same thing, the same ceremony. They also offer to the people and also the Brahmins, and they worship them. They worship the Brahmins actually, and they also feed them. You see, the Brahmin is preparing the rice balls. This is kind of like they offer to the departed souls, and that's how basically Hindu rituals are observed. And they also follow yearly memorial rites like this. And these are the memorial rites in Sri Lanka. This one is shared by Venerable Sangatana, our classmate from Sri Lanka, and also Venerable Dhammajiva. So we discussed a lot about the rituals. So in Sri Lanka, when a person dies, he is embalmed. And put the dead body inside a coffin. And on part of fourth day, I think this one, before the funeral, they invite the sangha and offer new clothes, white piece of cloth. It's called Madhagavata. So then there is a short sermon and chanting, and the merit of offering is given to the deceased. So after the burial or cremation, then people go back to their family, and there will be a feast for the family, friends, and neighbors. And at the seventh day, the sanghas are invited, and they are offered meat. And again, the merit is dedicated to the departed ones. And it happens again after 3 months, 6 months, after 1 year, and every year after that. And not only in Sri Lanka, our other friends from Laos, from Cambodia, India, and other countries, they also, they say they also share the same rituals like this. So basically, Theravada memorial rites are the same across the whole countries, other countries also. And besides, I have also collected some information about the funeral rites in other cultures. I've selected, for example, these Cherokee Indians in North America, and also the Aztecs in South America. Also, we will see about also the French people in Europe. This French culture is also very famous and very influential. And also the people, Maasai people in Africa. Of course, the Chinese people are most dominant in Asia. So we will see about that. Please excuse me if I make a mistake about Chinese people. Well, anyway, let's go. And there are Aboriginals in Australia. That's Let's take a look at one by one. So these are, let's talk about these Cherokee people at first. They are the North American, they were the largest Native American tribe in the United States. And their population is now almost 500,000, but they are mostly Christian now because of their heavy conversion to Christianity, but still they follow some traditional religious beliefs. And you see, they believe in 4 souls in the body, not 1 soul, but 4 souls. So they believe that 1 soul exists in the head, and another second soul exists in the liver, and the 3rd soul is in the heart, and the 4th soul lies in the bones. So what happens is that because of their belief, and the longest soul, after their death, the soul in the skull, it doesn't die even after death of the body. It exists independently, but the other souls, they die. For example, the soul in the liver dies within 10 days, the soul in the heart dies within 1 month, and the soul in the bones dies within, it takes 1 year to die. So what happens is that when they bury the dead body under the pile of rocks, they have to take care of this burial mound, it is called. They have to take care of this burial mound for 1 year because of their belief that the soul exists, it still exists in the burial mound for 1 year, and it's not that yet. That's why. And after 1 year, because the soul is then passes away or returns back to the nature, then they can stop looking or tending the burial mound. That's how they believe it. They do not usually practice memorial as every year as the Buddhists do. So this is how the mourning, their mourning rituals is actually take place, I think, for 7 days, and within that period, they are not allowed to go for hunting or fishing to honor the deceased. So basically, that is it for Cherokee Indians. The Aztecs are believed in the central Mexico from 14th to 16th century, before the Spanish invaders colonized in 15th century by Hernan Cortés. So their belief is that this is their main god. It's called Quetzalcoatl. Although it doesn't, maybe it's not recognizable, but it's actually like a naga or dragon. So the interesting part is that they have a moon gravity legend. Moon gravity legend means when they believe that, according to their legend, that a rabbit sacrificed herself as food for the god, and the god, pleased by the rabbit, took her to the moon and made a marking on the moon surface, so that other people can remember the rabbit, the sacrifice of the rabbit, throughout all ages. So, which is strikingly similar to our Buddhist Jataka story. And I think no other culture has this kind of moon rabbit story other than South Asian cultures influenced by Buddhism. So this is, it should be an intriguing point how these South American people, how they got hold of our Buddhist Jataka even before the Spanish invasion. So I mean, there was no apparent connection between them. And the Aztecs, they believe in 13 heavens and underworlds. So they believe that after death, most souls take a 4-year journey. So 4-year journey, it's a long journey. So they observe a mourning period for 80 days. And for this mourning period, they hire professional women owners like this. These women actually, they help the families. They actually cry and sing and lament on behalf of the family. So basically, I think it's a good service. So after 8 days, this mourning period comes to an end, and the family members become free. So after this mourning period, they bury their dead body. Usually, the dead body is buried in the upright position. I think you can find it up here from the picture. And so with the dead body, they also bundle it together with many food and drinks and clothes, because they believe the deceased person will have to go 4-year-long journey. So they actually prepare everything, all kinds of things for the journey in the afterworld. And so after burial, they again for 4 years, they again have to mourn for 4 long years. I mean, not the whole year, but every year for 4 days. And then, as they believe, the 4-year-long journey will take place in the afterworld. And after 4 years, so their memorial rites will come to an end. So that's how they follow the rituals for the deceased people in the Aztec community. Let's go to the French people. How long is it? So the French people, they are actually influential culture and in the worldwide. You see, 51% are Catholic Christians. So of course, they follow the Christian Catholic funeral ceremony. But they have some unique ways, unique rituals. For example, in a small town, when a person passes away, the family places a book, a small book. It's called a sympathy book, in front of the door. And when people pass by, so when they see the sympathy book like that, so what they do is they just write a note of sympathy in that book. So and let them know their condolences in the book. So it's a very unique and interesting point, I think. And this is how basically the French people observe the funerals, and just like Christian funerals, they play some, I think, prayers, a sermon, and sometimes some eulogy delivered by one of their family members. So that's it. And let's go to Maasai. Maasai people in Africa. So they live in Kenya and Tanzania. And they believe that they are their god, Enkai. They created cattle especially for them, and they are the caretakers for all of the world's cattle. That means they believe that all of the world's cattle, all of the world's cows and buffaloes and all other domestic animals, they are the protector. So, and their god Enkai has a dual nature. That means you see the black one. The black one is the black god is benevolent. The belief is benevolent, and since they do not believe in afterlife, they just let the dead body be eaten by animals. I mean, they put the dead body in the bush and if the animals eat the dead body in the first night, they consider him as a good person. I mean, he was a good person, they consider him. But if, however, if they don't eat them by the second night, then they think the deceased person was not a good person. So, to make that up, and to avoid bad luck, they make an animal sacrifice. So that's it for them. I mean, when a man dies, that's all for him. They do not have any memorial ritual or anything like that. It's kind of I think, charity. Let's talk about Chinese. You know, these are the Chinese, symbol. The dragon. So, the Chinese people, they believe in Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. And the majority of Buddhist believers are Han Chinese. And they believe in spiritual afterlife. And because in the afterlife, you need many different things, necessary things. So, to offer those things to the departed persons, they have the idea of it's called joss paper. Joss paper means it has some other names. For example, ghost money. So these are actually the papers made looks like money and house and cars. I mean, the printed it on it. And what did it do? They burn those papers. And they believe that by burning those papers, the departed ones will also get. For example, if they burn a paper printed with a car, maybe the departed ones will also get a car. I don't know. Thank you. So, the theory is like that. So I think it's a brilliant theory. And also, as a memorial rite, the Chinese people also observe this Qingming festival. Qingming festival, in every day they celebrate in April, I think mostly. And in that day, the people visit the graveyards, they sweep the gravesites and burn incense and offer money, and burn paper money also makes offerings like that. Like, for example, this Chinese, the students also visit those places. I mean, it's a government holiday in China. So that's how they observe the memorial rites. And let's talk about these indigenous people in Australia. They're called Aboriginal people. They are not one group, but basically there are many groups there. They also have their own religious beliefs, and they believe that the land and the people were created by the spirits long time ago, and they call it this time, the creation of the world, they call it dream time. Since the animals, nature are connected, so they believe that animals and nature are connected, and human beings are also connected to nature. So traditionally, because I think their religion can be called naturalism, I don't know. Traditionally, when someone dies, so instead of mourning, they actually feast and celebrate with singing and dancing. What the deceased ones for a prolonged period of time, because we Buddhists actually commemorate for the deceased ones year after year, every year, like a death anniversary. But in other cultures, except in Buddhist cultures, other cultures, I think don't have that kind of for a prolonged period of time, they do not observe that kind of thing. So these are the key points from this presentation. And this is how it starts. Now, after the presentation has come to an end, we can have some question and answers if you have any. Do you have any questions and answers? Do you have any questions? Anything regarding this one?
Oh, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
What is Muslim karma?
Yeah.
Right. Why Buddhist people are killed and why?
I think it is not connected to this normal presentation. But what I think is that I think they have not met the Buddhism or any. They have not met the Buddhist teachings. For example, we saw this here. The Cherokee people. I think maybe in ancient times they somehow got the idea of Jataka, but other than that, there was no trace of Buddhist belief. And for other people, I think they also do not have any kind of trace of Buddhism. That means they have not met Buddhist teachings in their life as well. So meeting the Buddhism is also, I think, a matter of luck. That's why not all people are lucky. Most of the people are not lucky enough in that sense. I think. I don't know. I mean, this is my opinion.
How many percentage Buddhism in the village?
It's less than 1%.
What?
Less than 1%. Less than 1%. So which? Yes, of course. Others are Muslim. Okay, let me show you. So you see, 90% are Muslims, 8% are Hindu, and we, the Buddhist people, less than 1%. That means I think maybe around 1 million. Around 1 million. Because Bangladesh has a huge population. I think 80 million. So, but less than 1 million. We are lucky to be Buddhist. Thank you for your questions. So, should we finish?